Let's talk really quick about the media bias chart. This chart is a little bit controversial, but I think it does, whether the information is correct, what the methodology is. There's a lesson that we can take from this. If we look up at the very top, and this part is kind of non-disputable, but we have AP, Reuters, those types of things directly up in the middle. So on this chart, we have the middle, and then we have to the most extreme left and most extreme right politically. If we look at the left-hand side of the screen, it runs from fact reporting all the way down to contains inaccurate or fabricated information. When we want to use information in a scholarly way while writing papers, doing speeches, those type of things, we want to make sure that we have the least amount of bias in our materials. So one thing that this chart does show us is that the more bias you add to something, the less factual it becomes. It runs at the top from AP and Reuters, and then if you look a little bit to the left, it gives you like the New York Times. If you look a little bit to the right, it gives you the Wall Street Journal. These things are kind of already understood by people who consume the news. Once you get past that point to analysis of or high variation in reliability, you really want to not use that type of information. So my 2 words of advice would be, if you're going to use news, make sure that you're using things that are quite factual, that pass the sniff test, that aren't too biased one way or the other. The second point is make sure that you understand what bias is, and that the more bias that you have in whatever you're doing, the less factual your materials, the less factual the materials are, the less effective they're going to be for you. So thank you for listening. Have a great afternoon.